Greetings from the Morrill Memorial Library, Norwood's public library for everyone. I'm Clayton Cheever. I use he, his pronouns, and I'm your library director. I'd like to tell you about a few things happening here at the library this September. We are very pleased to be open on Saturdays again, starting the weekend after Labor Day with our first Saturday open coinciding with Norwood Day this year on September 10th. We'll reopen on Sundays on October 16th. We all love the changing seasons. Another highlight of this time of year is all the great produce we can enjoy. I hope you've been enjoying lots of fresh tomatoes, squash, peppers, and all of your favorite fruits and vegetables. Have you had the pleasure of cutting a ripe tomato with a sharp knife, or do you feel like you're bruising your fruit because your knives are too dull and they're just as likely to bounce off and hurt someone as they are to make a clean cut? Well, we have a solution to this problem if you can relate. Simply borrow our knife sharpeners, bring them home, and with some pretty easy moves, you'll be happy with redefined edges. Now, why am I talking about knife sharpeners? Whenever people think of libraries, they naturally think of books, which is great. We love talking about books, but I want to make sure you know that we have so much more here for you as well. One of Norwood's hidden treasures is our Library of Things. I encourage you to check out our Library of Things online to get inspired for all the ways you can benefit from our shared treasures. In addition to so many great things to borrow and a wonderful place to visit, we take great pride in the wide array of engaging, educational, and entertaining programs we help facilitate every month. We have a new in-person sensory story time for children ages 2 and older that's happening on Tuesday mornings starting at 10. Gather with us each week to listen to fun stories and explore all 5 of our senses with themed sensory activities. Registration is required, so go to our calendar at norwoodlibrary.org today to reserve a spot for your little one. We also have programs for adults, and we're expecting a lot of people will want to tune in to one that we've been planning since before the Dobbs decision overturned Roe v. Wade earlier this summer. On Monday evening, September 19th, starting at 7, we're hosting an online program with investigative journalist Joshua Prager about his recent book, The Family Roe, An American Story. A finalist for the 2022 Pulitzer Prize, Prager spent years with Norma McCorvey, the plaintiff in Roe v. Wade, and has incredible insight into the saga. Tiziana Deering, host of Radio Boston, will moderate this program, and registration is required to get the Zoom link. Hispanic Heritage Month starts in September, and one of the great ways to recognize the fabulous contributions to our community from people with Hispanic heritage is to improve our skills with the Spanish language. If that sounds like a good idea to you, but you don't know where to start, we have a great online tool I'm excited to tell you about. It's called Transparent Languages, and it can be found on our website, norwoodlibrary.org, under the Digital Resources menu. Simply select the databases from the menu and then scroll down the alphabetical list until you come to Transparent Languages. You can use it as a guest, but to track your progress, you'll need to create a free account the first time you visit. All you need is to pick a username, give them an email, and create a password, and you're good to go. When you first log on, you'll be presented with a list of all the languages offered, from Afrikaans to Zulu, and asked which you wish to study. If you choose Spanish, you'll then choose whether you wish to study Latin American or Castilian Spanish, if you're an English speaker, or you can choose Latin American Spanish for either Brazilian Portuguese speakers or Turkish speakers. You can also choose Kids Speak, an instruction designed specifically for children for each of these options. You'll get a quick orientation, and then you can dive right in. I've brought some books with me today I'm excited to tell you about. Laurie Mortensen wrote, and Rob Saiga Jr. created the artwork for this fun story, Arlo Draws an Octopus. It's a story of an artistically frustrated kid learning to stop being a perfectionist and expanding their appreciation for art. It also stars a cephalopod, which is a good way to catch my attention. Some of my best friends have major crushes on these intelligent, tentacled wonders. For older readers, I've brought 2 books. Jenny Offel's most recent novel is called Weather. Perhaps you read one of her previous books. Last Things made the New York Times list of notable books of the year when it was published, and lots of people raved about Department of Speculation. The protagonist in Weather works in a library, cares for her son and a recovering addict brother, as well as her divorced mother. She has a side hustle with a podcast that engages all sides of the conversation around climate change, and she struggles with managing disaster psychology and doomsday preppers. This is a quick read that seems to resonate with lots of different readers. This other book is the true story of a Latina hero from the tech world of Silicon Valley, gathering a group of young female survivors of abuse and leading them on an epic adventure on Mount Everest. In the Shadow of the Mountain, a memoir of courage by Sylvia Vasquez Levado, is a remarkable story of heroism which will stoke your lust for adventure, whet your appetite for risk, and nurture your faith in our collective resilience. This has been a Morrill Moment. From everyone here at the library, I wish you and yours a safe and happy September, and I hope I see you at Norwood Day.